Welcome back to the channel, guys. We got another video we're gonna watch. You're not crazy. Being a small creator is harder. Yeah, we're watching it because, again, I'm a small creator. I only have like 178 subscribers, which I'm grateful for. Thank you guys for subscribing. If you guys want to add to that number, you can always subscribe down below. I think but wait, when I say subscribe, does the button glow? I think it glows. Anyway, I think I'm getting off topic, but hey, let's go ahead and watch this video because I also believe that you don't get views like 2 years and only 8 views. It depends on how often you
Show of hands, who remembers this girl?
Hello, I'm Janelle and I live in a van with my pet snake, Alfredo.
Janelle
Who remembers that girl? I've never seen that girl, in all honesty.
Elelliana. Does the name sound familiar? July 4th, 2019, she posts her first video about her kooky and quirky life in said van. Oh my gosh, it's so fun. Makes me sick. Around this time, humble but impressive beginnings, about 20,000 subscribers. She posts another video.
Wait. She started on the 6th and this posted a video on the 7th and got 2,000?
By July 19th, I gotta remove the stupid thing. She had 1 million.
What? I swear to you, it's because she's hot. There's one thing about I was gonna say YouTube, but no, it's about the entire internet. If you are a woman and you are hot, Sims will flock to you. That's it. I can't.
I gotta move the camera. Hold on. I didn't think I'd have to adjust the angle. Hold on. She had 1 million.
Yeah.
I'm not jealous of her. Why would you say that? Shut up. I was 15 when this happened. And I remember watching her and her story and watching it all unfold and thinking to myself, wow, if
This
it
is
can
boring.
happen to her, it can happen to anyone.
No, don't believe that. Again, she is a pretty girl. Men flock to pretty girls. I'm pretty sure the content is true. I'm pretty sure the content is
One video is all it takes for my biggest dreams to come true.
I'm on 100 plus videos and I'm still here at 100. I'm telling you, the bitch is hot, bro. I love. Yeah.
That did not happen. Have you, dear viewer, had such aspirations? Quit your 9-to-5, be your own boss, live the glorious lifestyle of the rich and famous.
No, I've never. I'm literally just. The reason why I joined YouTube, it's because I have so many opinions, and because I'm naturally a loner. I'll spend days alone by myself with no one to talk to. I don't know. I just need to get my opinion out there. I like to have a conversation or two, but I just have no one. I have friends, but I don't know, man. Self-isolation is too much.
Just because most people generally agree that your videos give off good
vibes.
Then, as the foremost leading expert on this subject, don't Google that. Also, don't ask anybody. Also, don't look down just a little bit and see how low my sub count is. You can just trust me. Then allow me to shed some light on my industry.
I don't know how this sub count works. I think this is a 10-month video.
For those of you who don't know, we just hit 1,000 subscribers on
They're
this channel.
1,000. Yay, he's 1,000. Guys, I need to hit 1,000 to remember to subscribe.
Oh, please keep going. Yes,
I think he
clapping
has like
is
a
the proper
500K
response to that
now.
announcement. Also, may I add, it was with our 100th upload.
Oh
my goodness! Yes,
congratulations,
clap
man.
louder.
In fact, he got 10 subscribers per upload.
Goodness. But let me be the first to say, amidst your roaring clapping, please don't stop, that all the work we put in to get to this very moment, none of it was worth it. Not at all, not even a little bit. Am I lying? About 60%, but I'm still mad. I've been making videos on the internet for 2 years, and I've changed a lot. The type of videos, my style of making videos, my process, I've grown as a creative, and I've done so much in that time. I'd like to thank the Academy, blah, 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 blah. Nobody cares.
Yeah, great. You see, that's the thing too. He made it so much clear. Like, because I'm on Reddit, right? And every time I would see people complaining, like, oh, I spent so much more time on my video and I only got 3 views, or my videos are falling off. And I was like, bro, no one gives a fuck. No one cares how long you make a video. Same thing with games, by the way. No one gives a fuck about how long you make a video. No one gives a fuck about how long you make a game. If it's not good, if it doesn't attract people, they won't watch. Stop complaining. If your first video doesn't do well, move on to your second video. Leave the first video up. It could still do well. People don't understand this. YouTube, your life in general, it's not a race. It's a marathon. You're gonna take, he said 2 years. You're gonna take 2 years to get where you want. And then even after you get to that 2 years, you still have to continue. Or you're not gonna get anywhere. I'm
being very honest, if I knew it was going to take me 2 years to get here, I probably would have never started. And to be very honest with you, I thought I would have reached this point.
That's why I always tell you guys, sorry, I'm pausing the video way too much. Be delusional. If you're planning to do anything creative, you do guitars, you're gonna be a famous musician, a YouTuber, a Twitch streamer, be delusional. You cannot think with a straight head, because the moment you start putting logic to this, you're gonna realize it's impossible. Then you're gonna lose so much motivation.
A lot quicker than I did. I want to see if I can hit 1,000 by the end of the year. I just want to give this a try and see where I end up. Aww. Look at me.
I like it. He looks so much different. It's just the beard. Maybe just grow the beard.
So young and stupid. I had big dreams, you see? Everybody was going to see my unadulterated, pure, raw talent. I was going to make videos for a living. I would be able to drop out of college. I'd be able to buy my parents a house. I'd show everybody that I grew up with and went to middle school with, who didn't want to play with me on the monkey bars or didn't want to sit next to me at lunch because I wasn't one of the cool kids. They would see me online and I'd say, ha! I am one of the cool kids. Commentary YouTubers were gonna make video essays about me. I was inevitably gonna say something offensive on Twitter. I'd get canceled and I'd live the rest of my days knowing that I peaked at 19. It was gonna be great. Yep.
How many people had that dream? That aspiration? In all honesty, I can't visualize the future. Like after 50, I plan to just...
But that didn't happen. I didn't even get close. And to be honest, this is a failure. I'm aware of what I am. It was supposed to be a ticket to the easy life. But now that I've been doing this for a while, I've got to say, this is a lot more work than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
There's this really common assumption that this is easy. Now, is that true? Kinda? Look, I don't want to say it's like rocket science or brain surgery or whatever, but I'm like... It's hard work a little bit, kind of, maybe, I don't know.
It's more of mental power and like the types of videos that you do. Like if you do heavy research videos, blah blah blah, shit, then yeah, it's gonna be a lot of work because it takes a lot of mental power, it takes a lot of time, effort, maybe money, compared to like me who just reacts to fucking things. It's not really that much. I could probably pump out like 3 videos a day if I felt like it, but I don't. Because I don't know. I want to do my own. I'm gonna stop talking.
Because to the average viewer on YouTube,
I play games on Twitch if you want to join.
All the work they have to do is essentially deciding which video they're going to watch while they eat lunch. They do it for 10 minutes and then they leave a like. But to the person making the video, they have to brainstorm the idea, research the topic, write the script, rewrite the script, rewrite the script, wonder if they're any good at script writing, then rewrite the script. They have to record the video, re-record bits that they didn't like. If you'll excuse me, I'll just get the rest of my list here. We have edit the recording, sound design, make the title, make the thumbnail, and then do this whole process over again forever.
All right, let me tell you what I do. I brainstorm the video to react with. I look at the video thumbnail. I listen to them recite their script. Do that for like the 3 times right there. I'm like, I usually think they are good at writing, because most people who I react to, they are really good at what they do. Record the video. Yeah, I record the video too. This is where I start. I record the video. I don't re-record bits because I like doing a one take type thing. So yeah, edit recording. Yeah, edit that. The sound design. I'm gonna put sound in there. There you go. Yeah. Make a title. Do that too. Make thumbnails. I do that too, and then do it all over again. So I do 20% of the work.
And this whole thing gets you maybe 7 views at first. It's not very fun, if I'm being honest. Because you have to get good.
Because I keep pausing the video, I'm sorry. Like, I was doing this for a while, right? My first video got 2 views. It was great. I love that. I got my 2 views. One of those views were me, by the way. So I got 1 view.
At selling yourself. For example, if you're a middle-aged woman and you want to make videos about Club Penguin,
Be naked.
that's fantastic. But you have to understand, your goal is not to make videos about Club Penguin. It's to make me, a random stranger, care about
your
videos
videos
about Club Penguin. These sound like very similar goals, but they are 2 completely different things. Because you don't realize how much of making videos is really not about making videos. It's about
Marketing.
making videos seem interesting.
Yeah.
You have to learn how to get good at marketing. How am I going to convince random strangers on the internet to give up their precious time to watch my random crap?
Yeah, like their precious dinner, their precious lunchtime or breakfast time. You know, when they might watch them little thing and I mean, them precious background music, not music, background noise time.
And this isn't something that we typically have to think about doing in our day-to-day life unless we work in like sales or something. If we're talking about our interests, we don't have to worry about making people care about it.
Yeah.
Because your husband or your best friend can pretend to care about your interest all they want. But I'm a stranger.
But you know, when you're a hot girl, you don't have to really market yourself. All you have to do is just stand there and look pretty.
I don't have to do anything for you. I owe you nothing. Another thing is the constant output. Because it's true, some days you wake up with the perfect idea and then you get immediately into writing and recording and editing and everything runs smoothly. You finish the video, you love it, you're laughing, you're crying. It's Oscar worthy. You put it out and you feel great.
And you
That's
get 2
fantastic.
5 views.
Now do it again. Immediately.
Yeah.
Forever. But the thing is, ideas don't come to you just whenever you want, but whether they do or don't, you need them consistently. You gotta make something. You can't bank on one good idea. You need them over and over, week after week, because
Time
not
after
all of
time.
them are going to hit, and you need as many attempts as you can build up. And
That's why I upload daily. Again, my content is mediocre at best, subpar at worst. Right? Is that what I'm gonna say? But I do it. Try to do it daily, because that's the thing. You just need content. Content is king. Pump content out. Pump it out. Pump it out. I do have ideas for video, but I have an exam that I need to do. So when I do my exam, I probably start doing.
that task sounds really easy in theory, but in practice, it is annoying, stressful, and overall upsetting. But let's say you do all of that. You do all the work, you learn to sell yourself, and you're consistent with it. That is fantastic, but here's the thing. Nobody is going to care for a very long time. Now, I hear you asking, dear viewer, why is that? Well, let me tell you, the answer it's quite simple, really. You remember when YouTube looked like this?
Bro, you people suck.
Yeah, me neither. I'm 20, not 100.
Yes, I remember when YouTube looked like that. I'm not 100, but yeah, I
If
was
you
around
feel
when
old
the
right now,
the
that feeling
inception.
is correct, because you are.
Fuck
But
you.
from what I've been told, when YouTube looked like this, there was only like a handful of creators for a specific genre of things. Like gaming or sketch comedy or whatever Vsauce is. But now there's literally thousands of YouTubers for each
Vlog
genre,
and
and there are
stuff
new
like that.
genres being made all the
the
time.
time.
And the fact that there is an entire genre based on copying one person is enough proof that this market is saturated. Wouldn't you agree? There's too many options. To illustrate, think of your favorite Chinese takeout place. They have no less than 5,000 items on the menu.
5,000?
Yet you order the same 3
It is probably
every
like-
time. There are just too many options, so you stick with what you know you will like and you never change it ever. But what are the chances you're gonna try the 5,001st thing they put on the menu?
You won't.
The new version of sugary fried chicken bites with rice. Never. You're not.
Sugary fried chicken bite. Why would you want sugar chicken? Huh?
You're not gonna do it. Put the sweet and sour in the bag and leave me alone.
Okay.
That was a really incoherent way of saying people don't like to try new things, especially when there are too many options.
Yeah.
Also, people are shallow. We say we want to be different, but really, we are liars because
Yeah, we are creatures of pattern. A pattern. Yeah, like we find something that like blends, no, that fucking word. We find a routine that we like, and then we will subconsciously or maybe consciously follow that routine every day. So when they see a new video, people won't click on that. Oftentimes, people won't click on that, right? And there's another thing too. Like I realize this. People will usually only click on videos with a lot of views. So that's also in your That's also a detriment to new creators, because like you're not getting a lot of views because you're new, and you're not getting a lot of views because you're new, right? And people usually only click on videos with a lot of views, or they already know the person, right? So like those two things are just going against you, and you're not a pretty hot girl.
90%
I'm
of
just
the
putting
time,
that one.
we would just like to conform to what everybody else does in peace. Don't believe me? You ever notice how in any video somebody says hot take or unpopular opinion, it's followed by just a really boring fact of life, and then everyone in the comments agrees? If thousands of people are agreeing to something, then was it
not a
really
hot
that
take.
unpopular of an idea? Clearly not, because people like what is popular and what has already been agreed to be good. And to see that a view count is high is a subconscious way of knowing that other people have seen this and liked this.
He also said it.
It would have never gotten this popular if other people didn't like it, so surely I'll probably like it as well.
And that's why we have so much fucking clickbait titles and thumbnails, because they just need you to click on the video. They get the view, increasing the video fucking scene, whatever,
It's your way
discoverability.
of determining quality and to see if it's worth your time. But to see a video with
But that's
fairly
not a very
few
good
views
idea.
comes across as low budget and frankly very loser-like. Because you don't want to be the first one to watch it. It probably sucks. That's not worth your time. You're important and your lunch is getting cold. Are you really gonna risk it on a video that you might not like?
No.
No. Are you stupid? So you put these two ideas together and it makes the workload for a smaller creator a lot harder than they probably realized it would be. Because at the end of the day, people are vain and you have to put almost more work
Facts.
into making the video look like it'll be interesting than actually making the video interesting. Why did you click on this video? Did you like the thumbnail?
Yeah.
Did the title interest you? If it did, great. I did my job, and that's a compliment. Thank you. But okay, let me ask you something else. Did you notice how low the view count was? Again, if you did, and you clicked on it anyway, hats off to you, sir. We appreciate your services here at David Achu Productions. But if you didn't, be honest, if you had noticed it, would you have clicked on this?
I'm a reactor, so yes, I would have clicked on it anyway, simply because the title and the thumbnail was interesting.
Not bad or anything. I'm just asking this so you can question yourself, so you can feel bad and I can feel better about myself.
And the thing is, that can't even make me feel better because I also click on videos with low view count. I'm a new creator. When I see new creators or videos with low view count, I'm like, oh, what is this about? And then I click on it. Half the time they are boring.
To me, it's what I imagine starting a small business is like. You're putting a lot of time and effort into a new venture that you're hoping will make some sort of money. And let's be honest, I don't care what anybody says, you're in this for the money. You're not better than me. We all want money. Shut up. We all want money. I don't care if you're like, oh no, I'm only in it for the love of the game. I'm an artist. Yeah, you're an artist who wants money. So you open up shop and literally any sort of attention is a win. And sure, it's exhilarating at first, but you start to realize quickly that the amount of work you put in is not being proportionally rewarded. But you figure, hey, if I just work for X amount of time, I'm sure it'll all be worth it in the end. And then 10X amount of time passes and it still hasn't done that yet. And it's at this point that you start to wonder if it'll ever get off the ground or if any of your dreams will be realized. And the interesting thing about it is that, well, I assume similar to a small business or an artist, you're not fully respected by other people until it's successful. It's not something that you can really brag about or frankly talk about openly because you think people might judge you because you're not making money yet. Am I in frame? Yeah, I am. There we go. No! Oh, my bad. I mean, no. So you're working, grinding, hustling, trying to get the kinks out and trying to get better and better with time, but it's just not working. And as crushing as this is for you, nobody's gonna care because it's not that big a deal to them. Aw, your little video didn't get as many views as you want. Aw. Most of the time, the hustle will not be respected until the results meet the expectations of other people, which sucks because a lot of the time, results almost never do that in the beginning. Last week, I uploaded what was my most successful video in almost 2 years.
1.7k views? This is a 10-month-old video, by the way.
Now I know it doesn't
Wait. You just reached 1,000. You got that much
have a
in 10
lot
months?
of views, but shut up. Let me
9.
have this.
I'll take
And
mine.
for the past week,
We're gonna
I have obsessively watched its view count slowly trickle up. I've read every comment. I've looked at every analytic. I've observed it and watched it from the corners and shadows
I
of
do that
YouTube
too.
Studio like a creep.
Well, not that hard.
I've observed it and watched it from the corners and shadows of YouTube Studio like a creep. It's been a truly fun time for me. With that being said,
Yeah, I don't know. Most new create. Let me talk about me. I also do that. Like, I think it's a high in a way. Like, the more views you get, the happier you are. You know, that little dopamine just trickles in the brain when you see the views go up. So that's why I think that's why we do it, because of the dopamine rush. You can do drugs or you could do YouTube. Either one.
I'm about to say something a little bit vulnerable, but I feel like I've created a safe space here for all of us. You ready? If this video does not do greater or equal numbers, I will set something on fire. A match, that is. The thing that's meant to catch on fire, silly. Of course I wasn't talking about a building.
He's probably going to set the YouTube building on fire.
Or like a plot of land. I would love to believe how this works. You get better and better, and with time, your views and attention
Where'd that topic
goes
come
up
from?
and up. But it's not. It's never linear. It's just weird. Sometimes it just fails. And you can try adjusting thumbnails and titles and tags. And yeah, I'm sure that'll do something sometimes for some people. But most of the time,
He does nothing.
you just have to do it again and hope.
That's why I don't change thumbnails or titles sometimes. Like, I see the video not doing well. It's like, okay, moving on. New video. Because I still have like one video on my channel that has like 0 views. Uploaded like 2-3 days ago, maybe. 0 views, and I'm like, whatever. And I uploaded a video that, like after that one, and that one I think got views. That's 100 or something views now, and the one before it still has 0 views. I was like, oh, and just move on. Like, it's better to just move on. Don't stress about your latest video, unless you like. Never stress about your latest video. I don't even think like big creators do that, except the ones that like, hey, I see that some of you aren't subscribed. Watching it not subscribed, you need to subscribe, blah, 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 blah.
Which is such an interesting mental thing, because it's been said that the definition of insanity is to do the same thing over and over and over and expect a different result. But that's exactly what you're doing.
You know, that's not the definition of insanity. That is a Far Cry 3.
I mean, you're getting a little bit better every now and then, but you're essentially making the same thing over and over and over, and you keep hoping that it'll be different, and then it's probably not going to be. You do start to feel a little crazy.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's just deeply demoralizing.
So again, be delusional. See, you're gonna be crazy. Be delusional. You gotta be delusional. Tell yourself like, hey, I'm crazy, but this is gonna work. This is going to work. And you continue pumping video up.
To put so much effort into something you know you're good at, or at least you think you are, and you think you're getting better, and you're improving day by day, and yet it's never getting a chance to be seen. It only makes you question,
Am I getting
good
better?
at this?
Exactly.
Am I talented? Am I funny?
No.
Is this worth it?
Is this worth it? And then we all jump in the air, fist
That was a lot
pumping,
of
and then
self-pity,
you
wasn't
freeze
it? My bad.
yourself.
Yes, it is easy to think like that, but I'm gonna need you to lock in, all right? This is the happy part of the video. You ready? Put the numbers aside. You ever make something that genuinely made you happy? Like,
No.
it's funny, or it's really well edited, or it's just overall, it makes you feel creative. You ever get those feelings? I really hope that feeling never goes away.
No.
Because it is genuinely
Not because I don't make like my own videos and junk, simply because I'm depressed and happiness is hard to find.
fun and enjoyable. So in that way, you always know there's some sort of sentimental or emotional benefit that you get out of this, some sort of reward that you feel an inner pride. You'll always have that no matter what.
No.
Well, you'll always have it as long as you're trying, that is. Okay, back to the numbers for a second. It is so easy to blame everything on the all-knowing and all-powerful algorithm. But riddle me this, Sherlock. Is it possible that maybe, just maybe, your videos suck? Don't get me wrong, I've been there.
Like, most people don't want to admit it. They think because they put all this work in, blah, blah, hours, 12 hours, 13 hours, 32 hours, their video doesn't suck. Or people should watch the video. That's the wrong mentality to have. Your video just sucks. Just look at it. Even if you don't think it sucks, if it doesn't get the views that you want, just say that your video sucks. Move on to the new video. Just do that. Don't watch the video anymore.
Every bad title, every boring thumbnail, every stupid idea, every 2-month hiatus followed by feeling bad for yourself, then announcing that you were gonna get back into it, making 2 videos, they both flop, and then going
go
on
back
an
to
even longer 2-month hiatus. How can it be even
I did
longer?
that.
They're both 2 months. I don't know.
I did that.
I was there through all of this, all right? We are in this together, but it gets better.
Worse. Oh, sorry.
Because you just have to accept that, yeah, I might suck at this. Most people do. But you get over it. You get better. And then eventually, you suck less. The question is for you, is it worth the effort?
And the thing is, you actually might keep sucking, but you still get a following, right? Because look, I can list YouTubers that I've seen over the years that I keep wondering, why do you get views? Like, who follows you? You don't play games good. Whatever you're saying is, well, fuckery, frankly. You're an idiot, etc., etc., and you're wondering, like, who watches this? Why do you get so much views? Jack Dorothy, for example, right? Why? It's not because your video sucks sometimes. People are retarded, and they like retarded shit. Your video could be good.
To get from here, where you suck and you're bad at this, to get over here, where you're
you
slightly
suck.
less worse at this, because it's a long journey.
It's not even side. You're over there where you suck and you're bad. You come over here, you still suck, right? You still suck, but now you have a following.
And for some people, the answer is no. And that's fine. It's good to get that out of the way now so that you can spend your time doing something that you would enjoy and that you would get better at. But if the answer is yes, we've got work to do. It's very important that as much as possible you remove your emotions from this process, or at the very least, do not let them dictate your actions. As we discussed in the previous video, failure does not make you a failure. Just because you couldn't do fractions as an 8-year-old does not mean you do not deserve love. You have to view failures as a learning experience.
Can you still not do fractions, by the way? You should learn how to do fractions.
This flopped. Okay, why? What do I need to cut? What do I need to add? Post, get feedback, adapt, try again. Despite the numbers or anything else, I can always take pride in that over these 2 years, I have grown as a speaker, as a script writer, as an editor, and as a fourth thing. It has also recently changed my mindset towards work and patience and believing in myself. Not too much, but also not too little. You gotta find the balance, but I'm learning, I'm doing it.
Good job.
Now, even if this were the last piece of media I ever made, at least I now have an entire library of dumb ideas that became reality. And no one can take that away. Me.
Exactly.
Unless YouTube deleted my channel, but that would be rather rude of them. I'm kind of hoping they don't do that.
Well, anyway, that's the end of the video, guys. What is this about? This video is about video essays. Oh, yeah. Me not gonna talk about that right now. But me I say, yeah, being a small creator is hard. But it's mostly a mindset thing too, because again, I've been saying since day one, you gotta be delusional, right? If you're not delusional, this won't work because your mind is gonna get in your way, your emotions are gonna get in your way, your mind is gonna get in your way. If you just go straight ahead, head empty, no thoughts, you're gonna be great. Look at all your big streamers. Look at all the big streamers for real. I don't think they're thinking when they talk. I think they're just head empty, no thoughts sometimes. Most of the time, all the time. Anyway, I feel like I'm just trailing on. I could probably talk about this forever because I'm the type of person who always has something in my mind, but whatever. This is the end of the video, guys, and I will see you in another video. Like, comment, and subscribe as you do on yeah, tomorrow, man. Tomorrow.